Hi, I'm Christopher Winfrey. We're here at Framework. We're a sauna cold plunge in Nashville, Tennessee. Do you find if hot cold therapy is seasonal? I think it depends on the type of person. So, an athlete is going to come and use hot cold therapy usually during their main training season. Then you'll have like a novice that will like to experience this during a warmer weather season like the summer, just because the cold can be intimidating and it's a little easier to get into the cold when it's really hot outside. And then you have your kind of experienced sauna cold plungers that really like to do this during the winter and they love to get in the cold when it's freezing outside. It seems to add a little excitement to the experience. And then nothing beats a sauna in the winter. So it kind of varies and it evens out, but it depends on just what your flavor is. Seasonal depression, sauna cold plunge can really be really good for your mental health. You get a 250% increase in dopamine. So during the winter, when there's less sun, you get less vitamin D. This is a really way to kind of like body hack and get that dopamine, which has been tremendous for my mental health and for others that practice regularly. Good thing about like a long-term commitment to hot and cold is going to be what you do for healing your nervous system. So it's going to, if you're going to find that you'll find equilibrium a little bit more efficiently. So if anything like stresses you out or you're kind of having like maybe a down day or a high anxiety day, or like even if you're in traffic, someone cuts you off, you kind of find that you find that baseline a little bit more effectively and efficiently after long-term use of hot and cold therapy. What are the different types of experiences that you can have at Framework? For one, we have our private rooms. So in our private room, you'll have your own sauna. Will be around 194 degrees. It's traditional sauna, not infrared or anything. And then we have a cold plunge here, as well as a little place to shower off. And this is a really great place to bring clients, bring business partners, anyone you want to meet, kind of one on one. It holds 4 people, so it can be a little small group as well. And you have your privacy, and you have the ability to get that dopamine rush and the adrenaline rush from the cold and sweat it out with whoever you're meeting. And it can be an intimate experience to, you know, really hash out any kind of business that you might be having. Another experience we have is going to be the public space. So here is going to be where all of our tubs are. We go from 37 degrees all the way up to 60 degrees, anything in between. You're also going to have the 3 different types of saunas. They're all traditional and at 194 degrees, but it's more about the experience. So we'll have a silent sauna, and this is going to be a more meditative experience. No music in there, no conversation. This is just you and the sauna and the heat and doing your thing. In addition, we have our social sauna and our outdoor sauna. So those are going to be where you can gab with your friends, you can meet new people. It is all about the socializing aspect of Framework. And again, you get the water on the rocks, get a good steam, get up to 194, 200 degrees. And probably one of the better parts about Framework is going to be our outdoor area. You get a lot of good sunshine. You can do a cold plunge in the sun. Like we were saying, the summertime can be a good time to try a sauna cold plunge. The cold's a little less intimidating when it's real hot out. And then our outdoor sauna, this one really cooks, just being outside in the sun all day. It's just nice to be able to look outside and get a good view of the sky, the sun, while you're getting your sauna on. Showering is a big thing we like to push here at Framework, just so you can get the sweat and the oils off of your body. Another reason to shower is going to be acclimating to temperature change. So you're going from a really hot setting to a really cold setting. A shower can help you transition between that hot and that cold, as well as get all those oils and sunscreen and sweat off of you. And so you help us keep these tubs clean. If you're new to sauna cold plunge and it's your first time to try it, I always recommend starting in the 60-degree tub. You want to start with the warmest of our tubs. This is a baby steps kind of thing. As you do more sauna cold plunge over time, especially with the cold, you find that your body really learns to adapt to the cold. But it's more about the shock that you give your system and the time that you spend in the cold and the blood work that's happening. So it's really good to ease into this. There's no competition with sauna cold plunge. This is a thing you do at your own pace. And the other big advice I give on your first cold plunge is your breath work. So the way that you breathe is going to have everything to do with how you experience this. And the big rule of thumb is going to be exhales. So you want a deep inhale, but the way that your breathing system works is the longer you get that exhale, you're teaching your body to calm your nervous system down. So we get into a fight or flight response when we're in the cold, but by practicing those long exhales, you're going to find that your body acclimates a little bit better and it makes it a little bit easier of experience. And I always say try to hit 2 to 3 minutes on your first plunge. Might seem like a lot, but after the first 30 seconds, your body really finds itself and you get through it with that breath work. If you're breathing, please breathe. We're really excited here at Framework to be part of the Nashville wellness community. It's nice to see some place in the South that finally is bringing cold and hot therapy, something that's kind of throughout the entire country, but it's nice to bring this to the South and have a little bit of a new experience in teaching people how to heal their nervous system, how to work on their mental health, as well as physically recover from strenuous exercise. Thanks.